Next we will move on the look ahead carry adder. Up to here we have discussed about adder and subtractor. In this the another method is look ahead carry adder. So using this we can add the stuff possible. So before going to the this look ahead carry adder we have to know about the some carry portions. So it actually has two functions. One is the how carry is generated, another one is how carry is propagated. So in the adder already we have discussed how carry is generated or carry of the truth table. To know about carry generated and carry propagated we require two things: the previous carry how affected to the next carry. So if it is previous carry 0 and next carry become 1, then we can call here the carry is actually generated, because previously there is no carry present but next it is generated carry. If it is previous is carry 1 and next also carry 1, then we are calling this one as a propagation of carry. So what happens, the previous it has carry, it is carried to the next also, it remains same, so it is propagated carry. If it is previous carry is 1 and next carry is 0, or if it is previous carry is 0 next carry is 0, so in these two conditions next carry is nothing, so these condition we usually not taking care. So we are taking when next carry become 1, there is a two possibility of next carry become 1. Once one previous carry is 0, we are taking next carry is 1, and previous carry is 1, next carry is 1. If it is previous carry 1, next carry 1, we are calling that one as a carry propagate. And if it is previous carry 0 and next carry is 1, that is called as a generating carry. Suppose we will take as a example of first, we can go with the case 1 condition. So there previous carry is, we can take like this, previous carry is all times 0, and we have two variable something called a and b. So we have all the possibility 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. What is the next carry generated? So when it is 0 0 0, it is 0 only. When it is, you have to do like full adder. Okay, 0 0 1, the carry is again 0. If it is 0 1 0, again it is carry 0. When you are taking 0 1 1, it is 1. So take this condition, when previous carry is 0, next carry become 1, we usually call as a carry generated. So in this condition, this 0 part 1 1, it is we are getting 1, so this condition is called as a carry generated. So our equation become a b. So generated carry we can call as a equation a b. Similar way we can go for the second case. In the case 2 we can take similar way, but the previous carry become 1. So we can take all the four condition 1. Similar way we can take ab condition. AB is 0 0 0 1 and 1 0 1 1. So wherever next carry is 1, we have to check. When it is previous carry is 1 1 0 0, carry is 0 1 0 1, the carry is 1 actually, and 1 1 0, carry is 1, and all 1, it is actually again the carry actually 1 only we are getting. So in this condition we can call that, already we know that this condition is generated carry, and other two condition we can take. So in these two condition we usually call as a carry propagated. So for this the equation is a bar b plus a b bar. So the propagation carry we are calling as a bar b plus a b bar, and generation of carry we are calling as a ab. In simple way we can call as a carry generation as a G and propagation as P. So G is equal to, we can call AB, and propagation of carry is equal to A bar B plus AB bar is nothing but it is A XR P. Now if you taking sum equation, we know that sum is equal to A XR B XR C. This equation we know that. So A XR B, we are already calling as a propagation of carry. So we can call as a S is equal to, instead of A XOR B P and XOR with the C, we can take equation like this. This is the sum equation. Now, when you are taking carry equation, we can go with the previous carry truth table. Already we are know that you are familiar with this truth table. Here, when carry is 1, when the input number is 2 or more than 1. So, here 2 number of 1, so it is 1. So, take this equation. This equation is A bar BC. Okay, plus take this equation where carry is 1. So 101 is nothing but you can call as a B bar C. So next you can take in this condition, in this it is A B C bar, and last condition all are high, so A B C. In this what you have to do, you have to make carry outside and AB only together when you are taking carry look ahead adder. So it is a carry adder, so we have to separate carries. So first we can take C outside in this case, and in this last also we can take C outside. So if you take C outside here, C is common, so take here C of A bar B plus A B bar. Again, when you're taking here C outside, C bar C get cancelled. So the AB is common here. So we can take like AB into C plus C bar. We know that C plus C bar is 1. So cancel out. So in this condition, we are getting as a AB here, and we know that if it is A bar B plus AB bar means it is A XOR. So we can call something like that A XOR B of C here. C we are taking directly here. So this is the equation we got if you made carry take outside. Okay. So this equation if you taking with respect to generate and propagate. So we know that A into B is generation and A XOR B is propagate and plus as it is and carry. So we can finally call carry out is nothing but it is generate plus propagate into. So these are two equation are basic for the any carry look ahead adder. So when you are calling about carry look ahead adder, we can take the formula for uniformity. So we can take as a sum of I. So I means which particular number we are taking that particular bit. So it is particular propagated bit with XOR with the carry propagated. If you take carry out, it is the next carry. So take Ci plus 1, and when you are taking as a generate, it is a particular bit plus propagate in a particular bit and carry particular bit. So this is the formula when you are taking uniformly. In carry look ahead adder, our aim is to calculate each carry in each bit. If you are considering our example as a 4-bit carry look ahead adder. So in this 4-bit carry look ahead adder, if you are taking, first we have to take what is C0. C0 usually we are calling as a input carry. So whatever given, it is always as a usually 0. So when you are taking C1, apply the formula of this one, Ci plus 1. So it becomes C1 means your previous one is Gi, so it is nothing but G0 plus P0 into C0. So where C0 is input carry and P0 is the first bit and G0 is the generating. If you go with the C2, what happens to the C2? It is I plus 1, so I become 1. Here in this first case we can take as a I is 0. In second case we are taking I is equal to 1. So Ci plus 1 C2. So it is G1 plus P1 and C1. So if you expand this formula, write G1 plus P1 as it is and C1, apply the formula what we got previously. So if you are applying this formula here, it is getting like this. It is G0 plus P0 into C0. So go for next condition when I is equal to. So it become C3 because Ci plus 1. So it is G2 plus P2 into C2. When you are taking the C2 portion, the G2 plus P2 remains same, and C2 portion you have to take as the previous operation what you got. So it is multiply with the previous one what we got, G1 plus P1 into G0 plus P0 into C0. Similar way you can go for I is equal to 3. I is equal to 3 we are calling as a C4, and it is nothing but the G3 plus P3 into C3. So if you expand this one first as it is G3 plus P3 and go for C3. So C3 is this portion, take this one to here, so your answer become G2 plus P2 of G1 plus P1 of G0 plus P0 C0. So if you expand all the stuff, you will get the final equation. You can expand it everywhere. So if you expand here, you will get G1 plus P1 G0 plus P1 P0 C0. So you are multiplying P1 with whole stuff. If you expanding C3, first write as it is G2 and plus P2. So you have to write next C2 portion. C2 is this portion, take as it is to here. So multiply each term with the P2. So P2 into G1 is the first term. Then P2 into P1 into G0 is the next term. Then P2 into P1 into P0 into C0. The similar way you can take for the final one C4. When you're taking C4, first write G3 plus P3, then you have to multiply P3 with the whole term whatever we got as a C3. So here G2 is there, so P3 into G2 plus P3 into P2 into G1 plus P3 into P2 into P1 into G0 plus P3 into P2 into P1 into P0 into C0. This is the final equation of the your Cayley-Ruka head adder.